Welcome back, Syndicate members, and we're still at the Melbourne Toy and Comic Con, and I have a brand new comic to introduce to you, Syndicate members. First off, John, what can you tell me about Space Chimp Comics?
Well, it was started by like my son and I. It was his idea first, and we used to go fishing in upstate New York at a pond that we called Toxic Pond. There's a joke because there was a big pipe leading into it, and so our first title is called Tales from Toxic Pond, which is a sort of Twilight Zone, Tales from the Crypt. Each issue is a standalone story, but and so we take turns writing them, and then we hire artists out, and then he's got a great comic called The Cutting Room Floor. You want to tell me about that one?
Yeah, The Cutting Room Floor just came out earlier this year. It's a sci-fi time travel noir, basically about time traveling assassins, rewriting history.
I love it. So now, as far as this is kind of like you say that every story is different, and so where do you come up with the individual storylines?
Oh my gosh, we are demented people. And no, I just we love to read, we love to write. I loved the Tales from the Crypt comics as a kid. I love that the only people that really got punished were the bad people.
Right.
So
true.
which is kind of what happens in our books. If you're good, you can make it through. Right, son? Would you say that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, honestly, anything. Dreams. The new issue coming out is based on a dream. Some of them are based on just thoughts that you have that kind of niggle at you for days and weeks and months until you write it down. So
awesome. Where did Space Chimp Comics? Where did you come up with that name?
Well, because we're here, locally in Melbourne, and it's the Space Coast, right? And who doesn't love a chimp?
True.
As a mascot. So Space Chimp, the comic, was born, and his origin will be in our trade paperback due out early next year.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you guys are making him into a whole character.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
And we have a site called SpaceChimpComics.com. Check it out, and you get our back issues on there and some cool merch.
Awesome. Well, we're definitely going to pick up some issues here for sure. So what would you recommend?
Oh man, I one Tales from the like Toxic Pond and one Cutting Room Floor. Honestly, and I'm not saying this because he's my son. When I read Cutting Room Floor, and he doesn't like me to read his stuff until it's published, I read it and I was like, this is like the best comic I've read in a really long time. So yeah, awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
I got to say, I love the foil covers too. These are beautiful.
Thank you, man. Yeah, appreciate it.
Where'd you come up with that?
Honestly, we never really envisioned what's going to be a foil until after we see the finished art from the artist.
Oh,
We say to ourselves,
Gotcha.
man, we can't put a trade dress on that. That has to be a foil or a metal cover. We even have some glow-in-the-dark covers here as well.
I love that. Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. I really
thank you for having us on your show. We appreciate it.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
I'll let you know when it posts.
Yeah.
But Syndicate members, we're going to pick up some issues, and I'll let you know how they are.